So mistake number one that many people make with their website is treating their website as an encyclopedia. That means they have all sort of information, they dump all sort of information and all sort of links on their website. This is very common back then in the 90s, where you see websites like big corporates having links pretty much everywhere. And if you find yourself doing that, that's probably one of the reasons why people are not converting. Because one thing is that our attention span is very, very short these days, and the amount of noise out there that are being thrown to people, if they go to a site that they do not understand, that do not know where to click, chances are they will just exit the browser. So that's mistake number one. Mistake number two is unclear, dull, and boring call to actions. Come on, man, like, how many times you've been to a website and then the main call to action is learn more, and tell me when the last time you would actually click that. So if you find yourself having a website, especially this is very common in a service-based business, you would have call to actions like learn more, submit now, study more, inquire. Well, this may sound correct, but from a point of view of a customer, I don't know what am I getting if I were to click learn more. Chances are most people would be brought down to the next section down there from the headline. So what you can do if you find yourself having dull call to actions, start asking yourself, if I'm the customer, how would I be enticed to click that button? So if you see on this page that my call to action is see what's wrong with my website, and the reason why I use that call to action is because I want people to see and actually think that, oh yeah, I want to see what's wrong with my website. And then if the info is good enough, they will go and click the call to action. So that's mistake number two. And mistake number three is not being transparent on your website. What do I mean by this? If you're not putting your price, if you're not putting your guarantee, your agreement, or maybe your action step, as in what people should do after they inquire, after they got your service, or after they buy your product, this is another reason why your website is not converting. Many of you may not agree with this, but in this era, in this time, transparency wins. Whoever is the most transparent get the trust, because people have so much researching power. Like, imagine if I want to go get a service, I would actually Google about probably 5 to 10 competitors, and those that I feel most confident about, I will go ahead and actually inquire about their service. And this most of the time correlates very well to those who are the most transparent. If I know this is exactly what I get and this is how much I'm paying, I'm able to make better decisions. So guys, if you notice that there is lack of transparency on your website, you can start changing that. Of course, maybe in your business there are certain things that you don't want to disclose, proprietary information that you don't want to disclose. That's solely up to you, but think of trying to build trust by disclosing how you do things. So that's mistake number three. Mistake number four is not giving them the chance to get to know about you. So you see, there are different stage of awareness when it comes to customers. Some of them are ready to purchase right away, and a majority of them are not ready, or just maybe looking for alternative out there. So the ideal picture is to have them land on your website and right away click your primary call to action, which in my context, I would want you guys to call me up and say, hey, I want a website, how much do you charge, and the whole, and whatever it is. But the reality, the truth of the matter is that 9 times out of 10, majority of people are just scouting for prices. So if you do not have any elements that gets people email address, or maybe a free report that you throw out there in exchange of people's email address, which you later on will nurture them or will keep in touch and give them more value, chances are when they are ready, they will go to you. So that's mistake number 4. And the last mistake is not recording success stories. This is by far the the secret key to what makes a website better than the other is if people go to your website and they have a clear picture of how success looks like, how I will be better off after using your service or buying your goods, chances are people will convert. And I see so many people not doing this in your website. They're not putting testimonials, they're not recording video of previous customers, they're not making case studies of how people are better off, how transformation that people went through after dealing with you. So this is the mistake that I know if you start changing, you will start seeing dramatic results towards your business. So guys, if you have a website and you know that the real potential is here, I know how to help you get there. All you have to do now is just head to the next, fill up the form, and I will get in touch with you. I hope we will figure how to make your website better. See you guys. Take care.